One primary school outside Lagos made it to the semi-finals of the Channel's National Kids Cup. The other three, all from the host city, and that's the strength of grassroots development. You're watching sports this morning on Channel's television. I'm Cecilia Amorogbe. Coming up on the program, Teslim Balogun Stadium is the place to be this morning as Ebute Metta Primary School, Teslim Elias Primary School, Toibat, and the only school outside Lagos, IMG of Oyo, jostled for a place in the finals of the Channel's National Kids Cup. And the Super Eagles are in London ahead of the friendly game against Scotland. First training section will hold this evening at the Fulham home ground. Also on the program, Nigeria's 4x400 meters women's relay team ensure that the team left Bahamas with at least a bronze medal. He says he was distraught after calling off his engagement to Karina Wozniacki. But where did he get the strength from? Was she the reason for his deep inform for a very long time? Well, he joined me and Tayo to find out. But that will be after this report on how the kids from Lagos made it to the semi-finals of the Channel's National Kids Cup.
The look and feel of Day 4 at the Channel's National Kids Cup was centered on excitement. These kids do not have any particular team they support, just play good football and they will cheer you on. It can be called the Lagos Derby when Agoegba African Church Primary School and Dr. Teslim Elias got the quarter-final game started.
A good shot and a good goal.
Agoegba's Oluwaseyi Adeyemi gave his team the lead before playmaker Ibukun Adetoro scored the equalizer.
Good free kick and it's a good goal.
Regulation time is over, score stayed at 1-1, and it was Dr. Teslim Elias that was victorious in a penalty shootout.
Moise scores! Through to the semi-finals, a good chance, and he's missed it, and it's all over. Teslim Elias Primary School are through to the semi-finals of this year's Channel's National Kids Cup.
It was a tale of mixed reactions. Game 2 was between Samuel Ajayi Memorial School of Ogun and Ibadan Municipal Government School. It was a thrilling game that produced 5 goals and ended the fairy tale of Team Ogun that has been playing with just 9 players.
He has to look about the beat. Yeah, it's a goal! Yes! Yeah! Free kick taken. He takes it. Yo, they're talking about. Oh! Yes! Yes!
The passion was felt. It was joy for Oyo and pain for Ogun. The much-anticipated game finally kicked off with Nana Primary School Delta going against Ebute Metta of Lagos. Team Delta had a smooth ride in the group phase, but in this encounter, Ebute Metta was prepared to make them work, and they did.
Number 14 man, deep one, it's a goal!
Just when Team Lagos was wishing they could keep the lead till the break, Daniel Ayuma snapped them back to reality.
And it's a goal! Good delivery.
During the halftime talk, Coach Jelami Ali explains to his team the reason why they've been struggling.
So, I want to beg you, no quarreling. Destiny. So, not to quarrel.
It was indeed a tight game that could have been decided via penalties, but Ebute Metta's Adegbeyi Ahmed stunned the boys from Delta with this moment of brilliance.
A good one. It's well taken. It's a goal.
2-1 it finished, and that was the end of the road for the impressive Nana Primary School team.
And they are out.
The last game of the quarterfinals was between Research Model School Kaduna and Toibat of Lagos. It was breathtaking.
Taking. Go! Goal number 2.
2-0 at halftime. Tough for Toibat. The coaches charge the players to fight till the final whistle goes off. In the second half, it was a different Toibat team that came out blazing. Unbelievable, but that's the story. The Lagos team leveled up and took the game to penalties.
He takes it. Oh, hey, Oyo State. What can they do? Yes!
Toybats won the game 4-3 to become the third Lagos team to qualify for the semi-finals.
Toybats through to the semi-finals. And so
it's been 4 days of quality grassroots football action, with these kids being the lead actors. Next stop is the Teslim Balogun Stadium. 4 teams remaining. After the semis, 2 will stay, but only 1 will be crowned the ultimate champion. From the Agege Stadium in Lagos, Nigeria, I'm Austin Okonakpan for Channels Television News.
Well, definitely Teslim Balogun is a place to be today. And of course, one team will make it to the finals. Which team will be that? Will it be the only surviving team from outside Lagos? That's talking about IMG from Oyo State. And of course, Nana, well, it was really a heartbreak for them. But at least I still have my Ebute. I'm still tipping that school to actually win the coveted trophy. Tayo Salam is here. Tayo, good morning.
Morning, Cecilia. Massive weekend for sports. Both at the developmental, at the
stage.
elite levels as well too. I didn't know you're actually supporting Ebute now.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
That beautiful free kick. You know, I just
Amazing.
need to see that boy.
Amazing.
I need
goal.
to see him tomorrow.
Amazing
I want to see him
goal.
in the finals playing.
Yeah, I think I'm tipping Ebute as well. So I think you got that from me, but it's all good. Massive congratulations to the 4 teams left in the competition, as well as the teams that dropped by the wayside. They have all put up a very great
good performance.
show. And congratulations to Real Madrid as well.
Okay. Now, how did how did they make it? Because they were almost losing. They were 2 goals down in the first half. And in the nick of regulation time, they got just that 1 goal they needed. And at the end of the day, it was a 2-2 draw. They went straight into the penalties against Research Primary School from Kaduna. And of course, they had on 4-3 on penalties. I think that's the match of the weekend.
Absolutely. It's all about the character of those guys. If you think about those guys at that level, coming back from 2 goals down, you know, to equalize and now go ahead and win, then it just shows you the kind of character they have. It shows you,
I think they got that from Real Madrid.
You could say that as well, and it's a good thing, really.
When you're down and out at the very last minute, of course, you had to
from that
get
very
on the
early level, if you can imbibe that kind of mentality, never say die when you're playing a football game. It's not over until it's over.
It's over.
You know, it's a good one for the lads, and hopefully. I'm just wishing all of them good luck in the semi-finals.
Yeah, definitely. We can see the results and, of course, the fixtures of the semi-final matches. Now, in the very first game that was decided yesterday in the quarterfinals, you have Agoegba, of course, definitely losing to Dr. Teslim Elias. Okay, that's the result on your screen, quarterfinal result. You have Ebute beating Nana 2-1. Nana, of course, they were really unsung when they came in. But at the end of the day, Ebute, of course, the team of this tournament, send them packing. Research Model, of course, losing on penalties 4-3. So Toybats winning that one, and you have a Samuel Ajayi losing to IMG from Ogun State, of course, losing to IMG from Oyo State, and Dr. Teslim Elias, of course, beating Agoegba 3-1. Now you had definitely, you had almost all the teams from Lagos in the quarterfinals except 2. And of course, in the semi-finals right now, you're having 3 of them from Lagos. Dr. Teslim Elias from Lagos, Ebute from Lagos, IMG from Oyo State, and of course, Toybats from Lagos. IMG will have to be very careful because Toybats did it to Kaduna Research, and of course, they might just want to do this again today. Of course, Ebute and Dr. Teslim Elias, that's a Lagos derby, and that's the game to watch out for.
Yeah, we're sure. At least we're sure now that at least there will be a Lagos team in the
finals.
Unlike
where will the trophy go?
Yeah, I don't know where the trophy is going to go, to be honest. But unlike last year, where we had teams from Delta
and Edo
State, this time around, there will be a team from Lagos in the final. I think that's a good one already, and it's good for Lagos State. And in terms of where the trophy will go, I will find out on Children's Day.
Children's Day. Of course, tomorrow is Children's Day.
But today is the day, semi-finals, the levels will be raised again at the Teslim Balogun Stadium.
Yeah, of course, if you want the very best of grassroots sports, where do you want to be? Teslim Balogun Stadium, of course, is the place to be. And tomorrow, Children's Day, of course, most of the kids will be at the stadium to watch their various teams, get the trophy, get their hands on a trophy. But if your school is really not there, you can also go there and cheer some of these kids to victory. Of course, we will be there. We've been here all the time it started. But tomorrow, definitely, we will be at the stadium. Of course, Channels National Kids Cup is supported by Golden Penny and also Delta State government. Okay? we'll move straight to the World Cup. Of course, Super Eagles preparing for the tournament, and Wednesday night they will be playing against Scotland, and this is one of the matches lined up for the Super Eagles as they prepare for the World Cup in Brazil. And of course, this particular game, you have about 5 home-based players who travel with the team on Sunday, and of course, they are already in London, and you have the other players will be joining them. We're supposed to have joined them late last night, all other players. So this evening, you're going to be having about 30 players training at the Craven Cottage, that's the Fulham home ground, where the match will take place on Wednesday night. You have the likes of Ahmed Musa, Michael Uchembo, Godfrey Obabuna, Gabriel Robert, Juwon Oshaniwa, Efe Ambrose, Sandumba, all of them in camp. Of course, you have Ogeyo Nazi, Victor Binanso for all of them. The home-based players, you have Chigozie Agbim, Azubike Guige, Danny Ekmeyi, Kunle Odulami, and Ejike Ozoyin, all of them in camp. So 30 players are expected to train this evening. Of course, the Super Eagles, well, you're really good to go. Preparations for the World Cup starting.
Yeah, it's about time to step up preparations.
Because
really.
try last week, we were actually previewing other teams in London, Germany,
Portugal,
everyone and all that. Like, when will Nigeria start?
Yeah, it's time now. Yeah, the die is cast, really. And like I said, about 14 players in camp as of yesterday morning. 30 expected to train later today. I think it's a good one, really. And Stephen Keshi, I'm sure he is champing at the beats already to get these guys going against Scotland. And I think after that game against Scotland, that's when we will know the final 23.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's an opportunity for those players, for those French players that are not regular players, to actually
they're
stake
various
a claim.
clubs, yes.
To get match fitness and to stake a claim for our trip to Brazil as well.
Because we still have to play Greece and, of course, USA before we go to Sao Paulo, Brazil, where we'll camp before our opening again.
Yeah.
So after this game against Scotland, so we're expecting that 23-man list will now be ready, and those are the ones that play against US and Greece.
He has to be ready.
Well, I think by June 2nd, that's when FIFA will definitely have to post all the teams on their website. So you need to get it before that time.
You don't have a choice, really. And like I said, the ideal thing for me will be for a 23-man list to be ready by after the game.
Who do you think will make it?
No, the usual suspects will make it. I don't start naming the names here now. We know the players.
Well, we know the players that will make it.
And I'm not going to.
might just surprise.
Yeah, I won't be surprised about a couple of inclusions there, but that's possible. But then we know the core of the team. That's not in doubt at all. So by June 2nd...
any chances that the 5 home-based players will make it, like Chigozie Agbin, Azubuike Guige, Danny Ekmeyi, Kunle Odulami?
You expect Odulami, maybe a Gwekwe, and Sandumba to make it.
Sandumba, I mean, Ejike is right. Sandumba, okay, why?
Yeah, I know. He spent a lot of time.
He should have stayed. I prefer watching him than where he went to. Okay, from that, also at the weekend, of course, we didn't really talk about that in our headlines, but the Flying Eagles, we really need to mention this. They will be playing Lesotho in the final round of the African Youth Championship. Lesotho defeated Angola. Of course, it simply means we will be, by just a lone goal, it simply means we will be facing them in the final round of the African Youth Championship. That's the Flying Eagles. Of course, African Youth Championship 2015 will be in March next year, and Senegal, they are the ones hosting. Also, the Super Falcons also defeated their own counterpart, Rwanda, 4-1. It was all about 4-1, 4-1, 4-1. White Flying Eagles won their game against Tanzania 4-1. The same thing happens to the Super Falcons winning their games 4-1. Okay, going straight to the Globe Premier League. Of course, some matches decided at the weekend. Interesting games. You have the Dolphins beating Bayelsa United by 2-0. Kano Pillars and Economy Warriors 2-1. Sunshine Stars and Nasarawa United 1-0. Eimba and Neben City, it was Eimba won that one 3-0. That's a whitewash. And Warri Wolves and Sharks FC. Sharks just wouldn't want to relinquish their top spot position. That's in a draw. And Aqua FC and Lobby Stars produced just 1 goal in favor, of course, of the home side.
Yeah, good away draw for Sharks. Still on top of the log in Nigeria. And another great win for Eimba. They've been doing very well in this past couple of weeks.
Okay, moving straight to athletics. Well, the IWF World Championship, that's in Bahamas. That's the World Relay, the very first edition. Of course, Team Nigeria, well, they came out back with something which is really huge, a bronze medal. I mean, we actually talked about the fact that some of the players were actually, some of the athletes that were going for it were injured, and they were able to pick up from there, and of course, they got something out of it. Now, this was one of the hits that Nigeria won. We're happy that they won the hit when they get to the finals. That's the 4x400 meters women's relay. That's really where we have the strength. But for the 4x200 meters relay. Well, we finished 7th, but we got a national record, which was more important. But for the 4x400 meters relay, we have a Folashade Abogon, you have Regina George, Omalara Motosho, Patience Okon George. Those were the girls that actually made it, and they finished in a time of 3.41 seconds. A huge one for Team Nigeria.
Yeah, a huge one, really. And like I always suspected, the 4x400 meters women, that I think that has to be Nigeria's strongest point. And our best chance of winning medals at the world stage, really, and they didn't really disappoint here now. Bronze medal, yeah, it's a good one. It's not a gold or silver, but I think it's still a good one. It's a starting point,
and it's getting
now.
something there, because when I saw the teams that were participating, Jamaica,
yeah,
the Americans,
in the
Bahamas, you know, Trinidad and Tobago, Great Britain, and you look at it and say, where will Nigeria fit in? Well, we're able to fit in something.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, bronze medal, that's a good one, really. And hopefully that helps them as they move forward, going into the Commonwealth Games.
Okay. Have them going into the Commonwealth Games, which is really, really important. Okay, I will just enjoy this race now. And after this, we'll go for a break. What the game between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Interestingly, in Nigeria, 2 people lost their lives supporting a club that finally won. Of course, that was how they got that victory for Team Nigeria. It was really a huge one for the girls. But we'll have to just take a look at what happened in Spain at the weekend. A huge one, you will say, the game between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. Of course, it was a huge one. But here in Nigeria, 2 fans who were actually watching that game, you know, died at the weekend while they were waiting for that equalizer. Both of them supporting Real Madrid. But at the end of the day, something very bad happened. And so it's really not really a good one. But it's really sad, because this happened in Lagos, on the island. We feel, when you hear news like this, you feel it can't happen in Nigeria. But what were they fighting for?
I don't know, really. It's tragic. That's all I can say. Football, sometimes you get very emotional, and sometimes if you can't control it and if you can't handle it, it might lead to something serious. It's a shame about the guys that passed away, really.
In the Real Madrid penalty area, Casillas, who's very much their cup goalkeeper, was at fault, no doubt about that. He was caught in no man's land.
No protection on the line, a real muddle there from the corner. That ball there at that moment, not over the line, but it was there.
Whipped in by Modric. They've got their equalising goal. Sergio Ramos to the rescue for Real. 2 early goals in the semi-final against the holders Bayern, and now deep into second half stoppage time in Lisbon. It's Sergio Ramos who gets Real's equaliser.
Quite incredible.
Extraordinary finish.
Quite incredible. Sergio Ramos on a yellow card.
Oh, it's brilliant, absolutely fantastic from Di Maria, and it's Gareth Bale who has nodded Real in front.